Can the match continue on if the hawk is wounded? Hola everyone, and welcome to the House of Ippo. We are knee deep into the Takamura Keith Dragon fight, which means that there is absolutely some drama that we're going to have to talk about. In 1336, Miyata noticed something weird was going on with Takamura, and basically, we have not really gotten to touch on it too much until 1337, when everyone has started to notice it. There are two kind of differing theories as to what this could be, but let's go through this chapter, and then I will tell you kind of what I think it is before we all get to make a decision on this. So, we open up with Kimura saying something's wrong. Aoki replies with, "What the hell is that?" And Miyata says, "I don't know. I've told you this. I do not know. Can you not see it? Do you not know? Don't you spend so much time with Takamura that you should be able to see every single small detail about how he moves and how he acts and if something is off?" Okay, he didn't say the full paragraph, but he basically implied this entire thing. And Kimura responds with, "I actually do see what's going on here. I see what is wrong." And Aoki says, you know, the one who feels uncomfortable isn't Keith Dragon. That's freaking weird. And Aoki says to Itagaki, "Just look at Takamura. Do not miss a single move that his body is doing. Just pay attention to his feet, his knees, his arms, his head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Basically, he's gonna be doing that head, shoulders, knees, and toes dance that I can't remember the name of." But Miyata says he's too far away to really see what this is. Now, I'll just have to leave it to those two guys near the ring. There's no way they can overlook something strange. Isn't that right? And we cut to Ippos Brain, and he thinks to himself, what the hell is this? I'm sure something is different. Something is off, but I can't figure out what it is. And with that, the bell for the second round has rung. And as soon as it started, Takamura and Keith Dragon charge at each other to continue this fight with insane intensity. And the audience cheers loudly. They are uproarious and ready for this bloodbath to continue. And Shinoda says he's obviously in good shape. Takamura is ready to go. And Yagi says, "I thought it looked good as well. I thought Takamura is at the top of his game." But Kamigawa has a different opinion. He's sitting there thinking to himself, something is wrong. He can feel it in his bones. And he says, "Kid." Ippo, obviously. "Kid." Ippo responds with, "Yes, yes." Kamigawa says, "How does it look in your eyes? Have you noticed anything?" And we start to see these kind of cracks in the system break. What is going on? And Ippo kind of exclaims, he's like, yeah, I don't know what it is, but something definitely feels weird." So there's a few different ways that we can attack this. First, we can go with the negative as to what this is, i.e., you know, what is wrong here? Or we can go with the positive and see if there's going to be something good. Honestly, I don't think anything good is going to come of this, i.e., I don't think Takamura is in peak condition. He's doing amazing. It would not bother Miyata, the coach, and Ippo if something were going really, really well. But if something was going wrong, we'd be able to take a look at that, and honestly, that is where I believe that we are. So, for example, this is just me thinking out loud, we can talk about the eye situation, which has been basically mentioned for the past, 15 years in the series. Takamura may have some retinal detachment, i.e., if he gets punched too many times in the freaking face, he's going to go blind in one eye. And the theory is that he's already starting to go blind. He's seeing mosquitoes keeping him up, flying in the corners of his vision, and that is one of the telltale signs that a detached retina is freaking possible and most likely potentially happening. But we also got to see this interaction between Miyata and Takamura during a training camp that the two were doing together. And while Miyata did him getting a punch to Takamura's face, it was from the blind side. So we have no confirmation on that. However, what I think is closer to happening is the car accident that Takamura was in. That is right, the single good deed that Takamura has done, other than cry over the death of a mama bear, is when he saved a small child from being hit by a car, much like Yusuke Urameshi and Yu Yu Hakusho, which, again, I can see they're both punks, they both love to fight, they're both kind of brawlers, they're both super strong, but Yu Yu Hakusho ended up with the death of Yusuke Urameshi, and I guess it started with the death of Yusuke Urameshi. But this accident could have caused multiple issues because Takamura basically animals over this car and jumps over it. So there's a few things it could have done. We noticed that there was something wrong with his leg, and we don't get any confirmation that it is wrong, but that doesn't mean that something could have happened. So you have the potential for a twisted ankle. You have the potential for a torn meniscus in the knee. You could have torn an ACL, highly doubt it, or an MCL, also highly doubt it. So what that would do is it would affect his mobility and power in the ring, and also really drag down his endurance while he's fighting. Again, he's not being able to fight at full power. He's having to exert himself. This will let him basically die once it comes to the later rounds, which is what Keith Dragon predicted. So did Keith Dragon predict it right? I do not know. But I think that the most likely outcome of this injury, this something feeling off, this uncomfortable feeling, I said the title of the chapter, is that Takamura's leg is injured and no one's really going to be able to do anything. But he's going to keep pushing on and persevering because a champion, a true king of the world, pushes through these pains. And that is going to kind of be the next little tick mark for Ippo. He needs the support of his mother. He needs to basically cross this line, and to do that, I think getting to see Takamura push through these pain and supposed injuries is going to be super important. One other really cool thing that I loved about this chapter that I did not get to mention is that we're really getting to dive deeper and deeper into the third point of view for the story, right? We either get the fans' point of view or we get the boxer's point of view, but we very rarely get to see these seconds interacting with each other outside of the ring. Every now and then, we kind of get I think Ippo's being beaten, I think something's going wrong, but we don't get to have deep conversations about strategy and how to take care of your boxer, and I think getting that is going to really help push the story to another level. I mean, we're 1,300 chapters in, so getting it pushed to the next level is not that ridiculous. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is this going to be a positive or a negative? Is it the eye or is it the leg? Personally, I'm of the negative leg opinion, but I could very well be wrong, and that's happened before. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Hajime no Ippo related content. And for everyone new and old, welcome and welcome back. It's your boy Lohali, and I will see you next video.